The Loys Ape, for those of you that don't know, was reported in Venezuela by Loys, who was a geologist working for an oil company prospecting deep in the Venezuelan bush. And I have some experience in the Venezuelan bush. And interestingly enough, Benny, our Pomoola survival guide, who knew every critter in the forest, this guy's an expert. You know, he walked from Guyana to Venezuela on foot through the jungle. Related a story to me of seeing 3 of these critters just like the one that's illustrated in Professor Loren Coleman's book, as reported by a respected mycologist, another scientist, who saw this thing bipedally walking through the woods about 5 foot tall, you know, ooh, ooh, making these little hooting noises. Loys reported that, you know, most of his crew was dead or sick or dying. I think when he got out of there was only like 2 of them left alive or something. So they were in dire straits, starving to death. And I can tell you, when you're starving to death, I've had a little experience starving to death. Your mind doesn't work quite right. And I think Loys did fantastic to get this photo. A lot of hardline skeptics will dismiss this photo without investigation, without looking at the backstory. And the backstory is that these guys were, you know, in bad shape. They reported that they saw 2 of these upright critters, bipedal primates, and they were hucking poo, throwing poo at them and sticks, and they were scared, so they ended up shooting one of them. I believe they shot the female, even though it's got this appendage. It looks like it's a male. It's not. Spider monkeys have that thing there. Now, most people look at this and they go, it's just a spider monkey, and that's as far as they look. Thing is, the packing crate, standard packing crates of those days were about 18 inches, which would match Lores's account of this critter being about 4 to 5 foot tall, which is considerably larger than any known spider monkey. Lores also reported that this thing didn't have a tail. Now, some people have accused him of cutting the tail off and, you know, fabricating this elaborate hoax, but the thing is, half your crew has died. You're in the middle of ass end of nowheres. Why would you take all that trouble to fabricate a hoax photo and then not show it to anybody for like 20 years? It was quite a few, I think it was quite a while after he got back before the photo was ever exposed to the public. So what do you guys think? You think there's anything to it? There's a lot of people in the jungle reporting these things, not just in South America, but in Sumatra they report the RM pentake, and skeptics often scoff, just like the skeptics scoffed when they dug up, you know, Australopithecus flores. They said it's a child. You know, couldn't possibly be another species of bipedal hominid. And on a side note, for those who continue to contend that it's impossible for human beings to go quadrupedally, people trained in parkour do it all the time. If you take a moment and go and look, you'll see that they can do this. And bonobos are reported to walk with ease. They're quite good at it, walking bipedally, and they're also adept at going quadrupedally. That's just one extant primate that we know of. No idea how many primates might be out there that we haven't yet discovered that are capable of this, but if various degrees, repeating an incorrect statement doesn't make it right, it just makes it annoying. Frankly, I'm getting a little tired of pointing out the obvious. You know, you would think that intelligent people would do their own research before making statements that don't make any sense, that fly in the face of data, of the hard data that's out there.